Welcome back, boys. Today we have one from Paul. Normies shocked at getting what they voted for. This sounds interesting.
Few things are funnier than normies getting shocked at what they voted for. Tonight I'm buying a £4.50 steak, sold in a Perspex box protected by GPS. Tom lives in London and supports mass migration.
I mean, if we're going to take 20,000 refugees, surely we should take them now.
Tom routinely tweets photos of farmers' fields, insisting they should be filled with tower blocks full of Bomalians. Well, Tom, you get what you voted for, but strangely in the area of England where I live, products don't have to be locked in boxes and tracked by satellites. In fact, they're openly left out.
I read some comments from you guys from the UK. You guys say up north. You guys don't even like... You don't even like... how should you say? You don't count London as part of UK anymore. You guys completely denounce that, or how do you call it? Yeah, denounce? Is that the word? Like, you guys completely just throw that place away. So north in England sounds good, I heard.
Outside farmhouses to be taken in return for placing cash in an honesty box. High trust society, low trust society. Funny that, isn't it? I wonder what explains the difference.
Oh yeah, I've seen stuff like this. If you go more out to the rural, they're straight up, they just leave eggs and everything like that, and you have to, like that one, put money in the box and just take what you bought. But this would never ever work in like a city. Yeah, what he said, low trust society. I mean, we're going towards that more and more. Things are getting crazy, man.
Low trust society. Funny that, isn't it? I wonder what explains the difference. Authoritarianism, liberalism. London is a class city with an unrivaled vibrancy. It's as safe as anywhere in the UK. Literally one Google search proves otherwise.
Do you really think that? I mean, I've been in this city 25.
Yeah, the thing is, like, a kind of like sad realization I had is like I can never ever go to London or Paris and see how great it was. You know, I wish I could have seen, you know, the British fucking Empire in its glory. You know, I wish I could have seen Paris and its beauty, what it offered. Now, I mean that's long gone, long gone.
5 years now. I wander around. I love it. It's a sort of vibrant, joyful place. I mean, do you really think it's a more scary place to be than it was 20 years ago?
If by vibrant and joyful you mean basically every type of violent crime increasing over the last 25 years, then yeah, really vibrant and joyful.
Vibrant, joyful place.
The vibrant and joyful
When people say this stuff, I wonder, do they even walk the streets there? Like, I wonder, like, where do these people reside?
Experience of seeing shoplifting offences soar by 54% in a single year, thanks to a 3-time elected mayor who's now lobbying for police to ignore crimes.
You need to stop.
Yeah, I'm going with it.
No, so go then. No, you need to stop. Please, you need to stop.
You get what you voted for. Not even the sandwiches are safe.
Take the whole fridge. Come and take the whole fridge.
You're filmed, you know that?
But the sunscreen is.
What do you think you're fucking doing?
Vibrant, joyful place.
Yeah, of course. So I'll be doing you a favour, won't I?
Yeah.
Right, that'll do now. Come on.
Yeah, I think I got some comments saying that London is great. It's like you either like ultra old and you just refuse to accept reality of what London has become, or you're a bot, you're AI generated.
Although everyone seems to be behaving themselves here.
That's... Oh man, this is in Britain. UK.
Yes, that's actually in England. Brits warned drinking water could run out in some areas in just 10 years thanks to mass immigration. The worst affected area? Cambridge. Among the most liberal places in the country. You get what you voted for. Wales Online, a mouthpiece for a government that proudly brags of its mission to make Wales a nation of sanctuary for refugees and asylum seekers. Posted a story on Facebook about the youngest victim of the tragedy in Liverpool being a 9-year-old child. Then turned off the comments. See if you notice anything interesting about the names of those who reacted with laughing face emojis. You get what you voted for. The Manchester Evening News published a series of articles written by pro-diversity leftists expressing their utter bewilderment about how Piccadilly Gardens went from looking like this in an L.S. Lowry painting from the 50s to what it is today, a litter-strewn sinkhole of open-air drug use, antisocial behaviour and violent crime. Numerous people they interviewed for the articles said it didn't used to be like this. Well, you get what you voted for. Whenever someone prominent dares to shine a spotlight on our descent into a low-trust society, they don't get applause, they get attacked. Robert Jenrick posted a viral video confronting fare dodgers on the London Underground, and leftists and the media were more angry at him. Look at the coverage. On the surface, the headlines seem almost split down the middle. The London Economic mocked the video as bizarre. National World said Jenrick was under fire for calling out criminality, illustrating how they'll craft a narrative which suits their bias, no matter the truth of how Jenrick's video was actually received. And if you don't know where your news is coming from, you might actually believe that these stories speak for the majority. Most of you won't see this in your usual news feed. That's why I've partnered with Ground News for years now. They're the app and website showing me the truth that most media outlets bury. /PJW. Thousands of men are spitting on women runners. It's happened to me. 1 in 10 women say they've been spat on while running. In this exclusive investigation, Metro exposes a shocking and underreported form of street harassment that is forcing women to change the way they exercise.
I was running down a very busy main road
Who the hell spits on somebody running?
near my home, and as I slowed down to come to a stop, I heard a lot of shouting, a lot of swearing, and all of a sudden looked down at my leg and there was a very thick glob of spit seeping into my leggings. And I obviously took a second, didn't quite understand what was happening, and a man was moving towards me very aggressively, and he'd spat on me, which was traumatizing, and no one did anything, no one said anything, so I unfortunately just walked home and cried. And then 2 weeks later, same road, different man, again I was spat on.
A man? Okay, what man? Care to offer a description? A profile? Proceeds to write 60-paragraph article without offering a description or profile.
Why would I report it? What's going to be done? You know, there was, I think, 68,000 rapes in 2023, and only 5% of those had charges brought after they were reported. So if you're a woman and you get spat on and you see stats like that, you think, well, if only 5% of those are being charged, no one's ever going to take me seriously.
Foreigners 3 times as likely to be arrested for sex offences as British citizens. Same woman wrote an entire article about the dangers of toxic masculinity being the fault of alpha males like Trump and Farage, while virtue signalling about racism being bad. You get what you voted for. Meanwhile, white girl visits India. Same woman also complained about people playing music out loud on public transport and chose this video to illustrate an example. And this one. No profile of the kind of person who plays annoying music or talks out loud was provided in the article.
Two persons. Individual ID proof എടുക്കുന്നില്ല. One more arrange. Yeah, one more arrange, please. Ask them to come soon, huh?
You get what you voted for. My son is isolated at school as he is the only native English speaker in his class. Other children prefer to speak with friends in their native languages. Is it legal for my wife and I to homeschool him instead? For the past 3 years, our son has been having an ongoing issue in his school. He is being isolated and ignored by the overwhelming majority of his class who either cannot speak English or simply prefer to communicate with friends in their native language. The school has attempted to handle this, but 3 years later, our child still stands alone in the playground with no one interacting with him. My wife and I are both intelligent individuals with master's degrees. You get what you voted for.
This week in Unleashed, I've come to the city of Leicester and particularly this very special street. It's called Mornington Street because it's home to the fewest number of English speakers in the entire UK. Did you see that it's home to the fewest number of English speakers?
Speak English.
Oh, you don't speak English? No English?
No English.
That it's home to the fewest number of English speakers in the UK. Did you know that? Did you live on the street?
Yeah.
Did you?
I can't speak English.
Sorry? Don't speak English?
Yeah.
Okay. You speak English?
No.
No. Okay. Sorry to bother you.
Imagine visiting England and you go to a place and people don't speak English. Are you kidding me? What?
Ben from GB News. Have you got two seconds? You speak English?
No.
No. Okay. Thank you.
That's in Leicester, which went from being 98% white in 1961 to just 40% white in 2021. And since 1961 has overwhelmingly elected left-wing pro-mass migration parties. They got what they voted for.
God damn. During the Soviet period, you could take people that believed in the party, place them in the middle of a gulag, show them the truth, and they still would refuse to believe you. Women and weak men voted for this. I can't speak English. Right, so you're living in England, but you can't speak English. Well done. Holy... Man, this is insane. Anyway, boys, I see you guys on the next one, man. Take care.